All right, Nick. So crypto and custody of your crypto, storing your crypto, that's an important thing because when you buy a coin, you essentially have bought that coin and now you have ownership of it. So this video is going to be about how to store your crypto after you've bought it. Most people don't understand this because you can buy a coin, any crypto, Bitcoin, whatever it is, on an exchange, and then people just leave it on the exchange. But that comes with some risks. So how would you recommend storing crypto?
So there's several places that you can store crypto. Like you're right in saying that most people, they'll either go to Coinbase, Voyager, Binance.us, then exchange their US dollars for Bitcoin, Ethereum, some other altcoin, and it just sits on the exchange. But like if you really want to have ownership of your cryptocurrency where some government authority can't come in and seize it or take it from you, because all of those exchanges, Coinbase,
They're centralized.
Voyager and Binance.us, they're all centralized. They have buildings. If the government wants to, if they at some point feel like cryptocurrency is disrupting the financial system and they want to go in and shut those entities down, they have buildings they can go to. They can use their powers to do that. But there's other places that you can store your cryptocurrency and your assets that is more discreet. There's cold storage wallets. You can even have cold storage wallets on your phone. Or even they make these little things that are almost like USB drives, like Ledger Nanos is what they're called. There's other brands as well. So essentially what that does is those devices will store your private keys for each cryptocurrency on it's almost like just like a storage device. It stores your private keys. And that's something that most people probably don't even know is when you have a cryptocurrency address. I don't know if you guys have seen like the Bitcoin or Ethereum addresses. They have just it's like a string of numbers and letters, but that's actually broken up into a public portion, and that's the portion that you can see and send money to. But there's also attached to that another string of numbers and letters, which is your private key. And that is what allows you to do the sends and interact. It's like to actually send money out of the cryptocurrency wallet. So what the cold storage does is it stores this private portion of your address that allows you to send out, but you can share this public portion with anyone that can send money to you. So that's kind of the basics behind cold storage. So when you get cryptocurrency on an exchange, you can actually take the cryptocurrency and send it to a cold storage wallet. And that way, if you're holding onto the physical keys, the private keys, there's that saying out there on the internet, like not your keys, not your crypto. If you have your crypto stored on a centralized exchange, I don't believe you own it because the exchange is taking custody of your assets at that point.
Yeah. Couple ways to look at that and a few things I wanted to mention. So on the exchange, so first of all, just to like put things in layman's terms for people who don't understand, if you buy crypto on an exchange, it's just a trading platform. So you hold, so say you buy Bitcoin, it's on the exchange, it belongs to a wallet on that exchange. The risk is that your funds could get seized because the exchange is centralized by a centralized company. And if the government comes in and they don't like what's going on, or for whatever reason they decide to crack down, the exchange is at the mercy of the government. So your funds could get seized. The other risk is that an exchange gets hacked.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then in a hack, those funds get wiped, and now you lose the crypto that you were holding on the exchange. So those are the risks. But basically think of like the wallet and like basically think of your wallet as a bank account for people who don't understand. So you can hold, say, let's use Bitcoin as an example, hold Bitcoin on the exchange in the wallet that's on the exchange. You can transfer from that wallet to your own wallet, which is essentially like your own private bank account that you have control over. No one can take it away from you. There's no fees to hold it. It's just an address that holds your funds. So now when it's in cold storage, that means it's not connected to any exchange. It cannot be hacked unless someone has your private seed phrase, which is essentially like
the 12-word seed phrase.
It's a passcode.
Don't ever give that away.
Yeah. So it's not connected to the internet. So you can't mistakenly click a link and give away, click a link and end up getting hacked. So that's with a cold storage wallet. You can have a hot wallet, which would be something like a MetaMask, which is connected to the internet. So why don't you explain, or let's go into, how that can be of a risk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even the MetaMask wallet is a cold storage wallet because the private keys are still hidden from the internet. But there is a risk in any type of cold storage wallet, whether it's a MetaMask, whether it's a Nano Ledger, whether it's a Elipal, which is the one that I own. I prefer the ones that are completely disconnected from the internet because it reduces your likelihood of getting hacked. However, anytime you set up a cold storage wallet, they will create a 12-word seed phrase for you, which you should never even like screenshot or take a picture of. You write it down on a piece of paper. I even do a thing where I put it in metal letters, so even if it's in a fire, I don't lose it. So depending on how much security you think you want, you can do that as well. Your private key, which is attached to your private key, I was talking about earlier, which is attached to your public address. Essentially, that seed phrase, those 12 words are part of the blockchain. Like the blockchain of each cryptocurrency can reconstruct your private key from those 12 words. So that's why you never want to give away, like if anyone's ever asking you to verify your wallet, like we've talked about this before in the scams videos, like never give away your seed phrase because they can literally go to any wallet out there, put your 12-word seed phrase in, and the blockchain, the network will reconstruct your private key and allow the scammer to take your funds. Yeah, you got any other questions about
I also think with like holding your coins on a centralized exchange is that, okay, the risk is the government seizes it, the exchange gets hacked, but when you have an account with an exchange, you have a login name, which is linked to your email, you have a password, and then you can do like two-factor authentication.
Yeah, I highly recommend doing two-factor authentication.
But you as an individual can also get hacked. And then if you get hacked, they have your email login name, your password. Somehow they hack your phone. They get your 2FA. Now they can log into the centralized exchange and wipe your account there. Your bank account's linked to that. So you can keep funds on an exchange, right? If you're actively trading and you're doing short-term trading or you're waiting to make a move. But if you're doing longer term buy and hold where you're going to be holding on to those coins for an extended period of time, months, years, then it's best to move that to cold storage where the likelihood of anything happening to that is like the risk is a lot lower.
Yeah, it's much safer in cold storage.
But just to cap this one off, that risk is essentially anywhere. I know people who have had their social security number, basically like someone tried to steal. I know someone tried to steal their identity. They got a hold of their social security number, their banking, their credit cards, all that stuff. So like your credit card number can get stolen and, you can like basically have someone, run up your credit card if they get your number. Your bank accounts can get hacked, your social security number, identity theft. So all these risks exist even without crypto. It's just being aware of it and taking the precautions and, minimizing your risk when possible.
Yeah. And I'm also excited because we're going to be building a beginner's course and like, we're going to show our viewers how to like set up their own cold storage wallet and go into all the details of the things that we talk about in our videos. So pretty excited about starting that.
Yeah. That'll be more step-by-step where, on these videos here, we're going over the basics, broad overview, and just covering a wide range of topics. So keep a lookout for that course, and I think we'll wrap it up there.
Yep. Sounds good, Rob.